Welcome back, everybody. So we're trying out a new game, Steelrising, on the PlayStation 5. Let's watch the opening cinematic.
Actual gameplay starts at minute 8:18, if you want to get straight to it.
Oh, pardon. You know, actually, I think I'm in no mood for games right now. How much longer are we to be kept here? Or we just simply watch as Paris burns from afar?
The rabble are rioting. This is the price to be paid for spoiling the masses.
You don't understand, Gabrielle. The king sent us here long before the city went up in flames. He knew what was about to transpire. I think
So the graphics options that I selected were
Come now, Marie. True, he can be
preferred
misguided
game
and somewhat
graphics.
short-tempered at times, but he's no Nero.
Then why have
I'm
we
not sure
been given
exactly
no
what
news for
that
so long?
means.
Play
It
some
seems
soccer,
60
Gabrielle.
frames.
The children.
They'll soon be out of harm's way. I am most certain of it. Monsieur Cléry will take good care of them. For now, at least, we are safe.
Safe, vraiment? Where are the chateau guards?
We
Vraiment
are still
safe.
protected. The king just preferred to use a different sort of guard.
So I do speak French, so whatever French will be spoken in the game, I will
Guards,
understand
or
it.
jailers. They won't even let us leave this room, Gabrielle. The king, he has lost his mind to grief. First our darling Sophie, then our beloved son. My poor sweet angel. They didn't let me say goodbye. I wasn't even allowed to see him. C'est affreux. Something inside me is crying out, telling me he's still of this world at times. I think I hear him calling to me. I'm so afraid.
So one of the major
What do you
complaints about this
fear,
game
my
was
queen?
the
Everything horrifies me.
emotional animation of the faces.
His army of
There was a
infatuated
patch that was
Ottomans
released
that
either
Monsieur de
today
Vaucanson has built for him.
or yesterday,
The charlatans who advise him, who are now
and I'm seeing a little bit of emotionality.
their ministers. What happened to my son? What will happen to the children that God has deigned to leave in my care?
I won't let any harm come to them. This I promise you.
But how? Do you not see that we're prisoners here?
All is not lost. You forget about the one automat that is not hostile to us. This new bodyguard of yours.
Alright, so now we get to design our automata, our Aegis. So in order to preview it, you actually have to select it. As we have gold.
You guys can skip ahead to minute 6:20 if you don't want to see all the testing of the skins.
We got the porcelain. I kind of like the gold, but I like the porcelain as well. So you know what, let's start with gold. I'm sure we can customize that afterwards. So now the powdered wigs. I think I'll go with that one. Now for the face. No. She looks sick in this one, like ill. Yeah, not sure why the black ones make the character look like she's ill, especially this one. I like that one. I especially don't like this one. She looks triggered. Alright, I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, so now we choose our specialty. Alright, I'll go with this one actually.
This machine that is now somehow able to speak and understand what we say to it. C'est terrifiant.
Yes, but it is loyal to you. That's all that matters. If it managed to escape the chateau, it could be your eyes and ears in Paris. And if, perchance, the other automats were to go after it?
You won't attempt anything foolish. I cannot lose you, Gabrielle. Not now. Aegis?
Madame.
The king must be stopped.
The very kingdom is at stake.
Go and find Vaucanson at his workshop, Ni les Invalides. He surely holds the secret to these tireless automats. And perhaps he will know something about the death of my son.
I wonder if this game has
Chateau grounds, Madame.
ray tracing. I don't really see it.
At the far side of the grounds. From there you can take a boat to Paris.
Oh, that was some funny
You
popping.
wanted to find Vaucanson? Vraiment? What if he is the one who is responsible for this unrest?
What Vaucanson has done, ma chère, only Vaucanson can undo.
No, there's no ray tracing. Alright. So we do have a dedicated jump button. Okay, yeah, it's definitely Alright, so we got some oil. Alright, so I wonder if we can actually change the graphic options. Mid-game. Okay, looks like we are. Uh-huh. Got it. It's kind of hard to describe, but the camera control feels very odd.
If you don't lock on, you will often miss, even when facing the enemy.
Who's next? It's kind of cool hearing the clinkety clank of the machines. Oh, that's funny. I love it. It's floating right in midair. So yeah, there definitely is a downgrade when you switch to a favorite frame rate. Yeah, it's very odd. It's very odd. So kind of the way I would describe the feel of the game is like right away, like off the bat, the first couple of minutes of playing the game, you could feel that it is a very unpolished Dark Souls. But you do feel very much like you are controlling a mechanical being. Okay, so now we're favoring resolution. So I guess these things are not breakable. Okay, cool. So this is what we sit on to upgrade, kind of like the Evil Within.
You can skip ahead to minute 14:19 to get back to the
This is where you
gameplay.
come to upgrade your character. So I have 491 essence, but I need 1,000 essence to start with. So here we use our module keys, which we don't have any. And this is where we upgrade our equipment. Alright. Alright, so here we have the boutique. Alright, so if we want to buy new armor. Alright, cool. So we can't do anything over here just yet. So her running combined with the movement of the camera is, like I said, extremely off-putting. Like when she's running normal like this, it feels odd controlling the game. It's very difficult to put my finger on it and explain it, but when you play the game, you will definitely feel what I'm talking about. Okay, so these are the item chests. In this environment, if you don't notice the green light flowing out, you will definitely miss it.
It's all earth tones. Lots of greens and browns.
Alright, opens up pretty nicely, the animation.
You can skip to minute 1641 to go directly to the
so
gameplay.
The first thing, now that I have 1000 essence, so the thing I'm going to focus on primarily will be power and durability. So I'm going to increase my attack. So I should be doing more damage, obviously. Alright, so we have the map. So there's no options for zooming in and stuff.
The map is useless for figuring out where you are.
So you don't really know where exactly you are. Alright, so let's see our damage. So not really a huge difference in the damage. Alright. Okay, so there is some things about the game that do make this game a lot easier than your normal Souls-likes. So when you go back into the options and we go into the assist mode, for example, you have the option of 100% reduction of damage, 75, 50, 25, or nothing. And then we have this part. So instead of dying and losing all your souls,
Mid-boss coming up at minute 1824 if you want to skip ahead of some of my chatting.
you will retain everything that you've lost. So right now I am playing it with a little bit of a reduced... Oh. Lucky guess. Yeah, so I'm playing it with a little bit of reduced damage. Not because the game is difficult, but more so because the game is a little bit janky.
The Swiss Guard, killed by the automats that replaced them.
Alright, I'm not going to read that right now. So we are in a mist area, so I'm guessing this will be our first boss battle. So, just like in typical Souls games, when you see the guy winding up for a massive attack, you parry him with your bullets. Okay, so we just gained a module key so we can unlock a second thing to equip. So there you go, our first boss battle, and we didn't die, unlike every first attempt at any Souls game. So I've been playing for a little while now so far. So we just reached the pier.
This boat will take me to Paris.
This boat will take me to Paris. I am human. Nice, alright, so is this our first actual boss? Looks like it, man. Okay, so I've been trying to use my potion. And it was unclear if it was actually registering, but it was. Okay, so that did not stumble him. So things that you would expect from a traditional Souls game, like interrupting. Nicely done. We got him. We got him. So we got some modules and a module key that we can use. We're off to Paris. So far, my rating of the game, for what it is, if I was rating, if this was an actual Souls game from FromSoftware, I would be rating this as a 5, because it is very janky. The graphical options are very janky. The animation has gotten a bit better from what I'm seeing, because there was a patch that came out a couple of days ago. And now we are at Gros Caillou. Caillou are rocks, so big rocks. The price has gone up, which really sucks. Like, originally the game came out and it was $60. And now, all of a sudden, the game went up by almost $10. It's definitely not worth purchasing at the full $70. But hey, you might think different. But again, as an actual Souls player, it's not worth that full price.
I live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The price has gone up here.
So I've played a couple of hours of this game, so I'm gonna give it my final review, at least for what I've played. So visually, the game is very decent. If I were to rate this game for what it is, I would definitely give it a good 6 out of 10, maybe even a 7, because of all the options that it gives you. And if I were to rate this as a FromSoftware game, I would give it a 4. But again, it's not an indication at all of the quality of the game, because this is pretty much a independent studio that made the game. So I'm gonna stick by my 7 out of 10 for the game. Who is this game ideally designed for? I would say it's for people that want to play Souls games but just can't get past the initial difficulty of the game that carries on throughout the game. So if you are a person that struggles to play the Souls games and get good at them, this is definitely a game for you, because of all the things that you can do to adjust the difficulty, such as retaining your, for lack of a better word, the souls, which you see at the bottom of the screen, 2,601. So that's what you use to level up your character. You can also adjust the amount of damage that you receive, up until 100% of the damage, which it does kill the game. So I would recommend, if you are struggling, start off with 50% reduced damage, and then if you still think you're taking too much damage, the game is still too hard for you, then bring it up to 75%. Bring it to 100% will definitely destroy the fun of the game, unless that's your thing, but not something I would recommend. Would I say that this is a must-buy game right now? No, honestly, I would recommend for sure buying the game, but if you can wait for a sale, I think that would be the ideal time to buy this game. So let me know if you guys are playing this game, are thinking about it, or if I've influenced you to pick it up. So leave a comment, leave a like, and of course subscribe for more content that is always going to be coming. I appreciate you guys giving me a few minutes of your time. Giggavega out.
Here is some bonus gameplay, just for you guys, because I like you so much. I didn't want to put this earlier in the video because I'm not looking for pity subscribers or guilting people to watch and subscribe. Depending on how this video does, I might stop uploading here. It's really discouraging to see videos with hundreds of views and one with thousands, but nobody is subscribing or really interacting. So we'll see. My main channel, just called Giggavega, is doing really well and monetized. I'll make a video here if I decide to stop uploading, don't worry.